Yeah, buddy. Watching Mortal Kombat. Let's go.
Cowabunga Ranger Talk, welcome. Today I wanted to bring you guys something different, which is the Mortal Kombat 2, sort of the review. So I say sort of because I'm not going to go scene by scene and ruin everything for everyone, because why would I? I just want to make a glancing review, if you will. But the movie is awesome, by the way. So if you're thinking about seeing it or not sure about seeing it, I suggest how I did it was I saw Mortal Kombat 1 on Monday, and then I went to go see the movie on Tuesday, part 2 on Tuesday, so it's very fresh in my mind. I like that because I think it keeps the story more connected in your head because, oh, I saw part 1, and then 3 years later I see part 2, and no, it just makes sense. So, kind of like a little review before for Mortal Kombat 1. I love Mortal Kombat 1, and I didn't have a big problem with the Cole, with the Cole storyline and everything. If anything, I think it was just too much of it because so much of the movie is taken over by the character. But I'm not bothered by the character, if you know what I mean. The story's fine. Oh, the guy gets armor and things like that. And he wants to protect his family, and that's kind of your introduction into sort of connecting, modern times with, because the guy's a fighter and, on our world, and then he's picked to join Mortal Kombat by Raiden and stuff. So I get the connection that they want to do. So I don't see the big bother in that. But moving on to Mortal Kombat 2, there's one spoiler that everybody already knows about and is super happy about, and I'm not gonna step on it because what's the point of it? I, I think I think that what happened ran its course and it ended where it needed to end properly. It was not like, oh, they could have done a lot more with blah blah blah. No, you did exactly what you needed to do with blah blah blah. If anything, you bowed out just in time. So good for you with the blah 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 storyline. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But like I said, in case you haven't seen it, I don't wanna ruin anything for you. This is a glancing review, like I said. Going into the actual movie, the cast, Josh Lawson, that was Kano. This guy steals the movie. He steals the movie. He is funny. He knows how to fight. He knows how to act. The guy's a star. You kind of like from a story perspective, from part 1 to part 2, hoping that there's a part 3. You just gotta center the movie around him in part 3. The part 3 has to be centered around him and Liu Kang, because boy, I don't want to ruin that part, but you really set up Liu Kang, and Liu Kang played by Ludi Lin, which, funny enough, was Black Ranger on the Power Rangers movie, the 2017 movie. So that guy gets more lines in this movie because he I think he said like 12 lines in part 1. Here, I think he gets like 22 lines. So at least he got bumped up. So good for him. I don't have like I said, I don't have a dog in the fight. Just a good movie is a good movie. And having that Power Ranger connection and having the guy there is cool. He's a good guy from what I know. That being said, Buddy's been taking his vitamins. I've never seen that guy that big. He looked like he was ready to jump in the ring and like body slam Andre or something. He looked swole, or he looked like he's been on the, he's been taking his vitamins. That's for sure. He looked very vitamin ready, if you know what I mean. But still, good job, and they expanded his role a little more. Like I said, if they do a part 3 to kind of finish out the trilogy, you have to center the movie around Kano and Liu Kang, and let everybody else move around them. And I think that would be fine because you're gonna have other things holding, or standing over the movies. Uh, Big addition to the cast. Uh, Adeline Rudolph that plays Kitana. I hope I said her name right. She was awesome, and that is a star right there. She has a lot of star presence. She has, $1 million smile, great acting. Everything was perfect. Character fit exactly where she needed to be. She's gonna. If you've played the video games, you know what her character basically goes through. That's another thing I want to glancingly say, but not really say, is that if you've played the games and you know the story of the games, it's pretty faithful. This isn't oh my god they did this. No, they're pretty close to what they were gonna do. So what they were gonna do there was good. I like this movie because it was a very good balance of like action and comedy. Because the other big comedy guy is C.J. Bloodfield, I believe his name, that played Baraka. Funny guy, funny role, funny, but at the same time menacing, violent, like everything that Mortal Kombat needs to be. He just that was the two funny fighter guys there, Kano and Baraka in the movie, and perfectly done. The big bad guy, Martin Ford, who's Shao Kahn. He's Shao Kahn, all right, and he does everything Shao Kahn ish. The movie, not to be a spoiler, because, like I said, this a glancing review, but there's a lot of, oh my god, they're gonna do this storyline again with him and Kitana, and it's very Avengers ish, and I'll leave it there. But like very Thanos and yada yada. It's like I've seen this a few times. The the next the supporting characters, Raiden, the Sonya, Jax, everybody else was good. I think if I have to say like anything that's a weakness, and I wouldn't even call it a weakness, but it was like I think you nailed it in the first movie, was the Scorpion Sub Zero storyline. You basically did a very good job in part one. So here is like just stretching it out, like oh, we did everything we're gonna do in the Devil Wears Prada, and let's wait 15 years and make the Devil Wears Prada part two, and oh no, now she's wearing Prada and Gucci. Like, come on, bro, this you really don't need to be stretching it that much. If your characters are of a certain storyline and you cover the storyline, you know, I would have pulled away, because not that I don't like the characters, but I think their storyline was done. I think their storyline in part one, most of the movie in part one is like the Cole, and then it's sandwiched in with the Scorpion Sub Zero storyline. So here it's just like adding to add, you know. It's just adding to add. The rest of the characters, the Jade, that was fine. Sindel was fine. Jax, like I said, everybody. Everybody's basically what they needed to be, and it is such a fun movie. It's a lot faster paced. So if you were thinking part one was a little slow on certain things, not here. Here everything is pretty fast paced, and everything is pa 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 hit comedy, hit comedy, hit comedy. A little bit of story, hit comedy, a little bit of story. Final tournament, end of the movie. But it was fun, and it is 100% worth see. If you have any chance to see it, go ahead and see it. It's highly recommended. And, we can be jaded sometimes when you see a movie, or especially with expectations for Mortal Kombat, because it's such a big franchise thing. But I can't say enough good things about this. This movie was really, really fun, and hoping that there's a part three. And buddy, the end of part two really telegraphs what's possibly gonna happen in part three. But I don't think it was a big spoiler for me to say that Kano is alive in part two, because duh, he's all over the posters. this is something I want to leave you guys on, and you can comment on the video and you share your thoughts. But if you do a movie and the character dies, and then in the sequel, he's obviously coming back and he plays a big role, like, what's the point of putting him on the initial posters at least? Like, you're really, really saying, hey, you know what? The last movie, this guy died, or this girl died, or these people died. You know what? Don't worry about it. You know, I hate when movies like spoil themselves that hard. It's bad enough if you see a trailer, because most trailers now, oh, but they snitch everything that's gonna happen in the movie. But this, like, I want to see a movie, not see a poster. A poster is to get me hyped for the movie. Kano died in the last one, and he shouldn't have been on the poster of part two. It would have been a nice surprise. Not even a nice surprise, because I knew where they were going. I mean, story beats are story beats, but still, it's like for the common fan or the common person, you know, it doesn't make much sense to put him on the poster unless you just don't care. Because, I mean, I think also the double-edged sword of Mortal Kombat specifically is that Mortal Kombat kind of lives in these like universes where it's a fighting tournament. They fight in hell, basically, you know, and then they're in heaven, and the tournaments are kind of based in like sub purgatory and nether realm and things like that. But like, so people coming back from the dead or whatever isn't a big deal. But I just, point being with the poster thing, the snitching or the telling of this character's back. This happened, and it really, really bothered me when I saw the Justice League poster, like the Zack Snyder's Justice League and all of this stuff. Like, you killed Superman, and then you bring him right back, and he's like the first guy on the poster. Like, why? I know, I've already seen some of the trailer. I know Superman's in the movie, but you don't have to, for every single thing, you like spoil, spoil, spoil. And, you know, for a lot of these movies, and this is just a general nitpick of mine, when people make movies, they already sign on to do like 5 movies, so it doesn't even matter. Oh, we're doing Justice League 2, 3, 4. Oh man, the character died in 2. I wonder if he's back for 3. No, duh. Of course he's coming back for 3. He's signed for 3 movies. Come on, bro. Like, don't do that to me, man. No. Or at least keep it to yourself for a little bit. Don't make it the premiere week. Hey, we're doing 3 more of these. Like, they did recently with James Gunn, his Superman. There was no tension going into that one, because the guy is already like, oh, we're doing Superman, we're doing Supergirl, and we're doing Man of Tomorrow all at the same time, and we got them. So there's no stakes. There's no, oh, I wonder if Superman lives, or I wonder if Katana lives. No, bro, you already signed up for 4 movies or whatever. You step on your own momentum, and that's just the general thing I would say to any studio or any movie or any fan. Like, bro, quit stepping on your own momentum. You're stepping on the stakes. It's very much like wrestling. Wrestling these days constantly reminds you that you're watching a TV show, and it doesn't let it be a sport, quote unquote. It's like, this should be competitive. Like, oh, The Rock's fine. Oh, Roman Reigns fine. Oh, Cody Rhodes is at home, you know, I don't know, throwing out the trash or something. Like, come on, bro. Like, quit destroying the illusion of disbelief. That was my thing. But getting back to the movie to kind of wrap up this episode here, review, this is awesome. And moving forward from that, a little bit of news here. Mortal Kombat 2 figures have been leaked from McFarlane that might be coming out, but I'm not sure if they're for the second video game or for the actual second movie. Gotta see about that. If Mortal Kombat 2, if the Mortal Kombat modern universe of figures comes out by McFarlane and not just like the classics or whatever, I'll take a look, 'cause I like Mortal Kombat. I like the movies. It's just, personally, I don't think what McFarlane has done with the Mortal Kombat line has been very impressive. It's been the same scorpion body just painted 20 times. And it's like, come on. Oh, now you do him in red? Just recently was revealed he's going to have 2 like glow in the dark version. Not glow in the dark. I'm sorry. Two translucent. One is translucent in blue, and one is translucent and clear. And come on, who wants that? $30 for that, and you don't put any weapons in there. Come on, that's you put two hands maybe if you're lucky. Come on, brother. Come on. McFarlane should really try to tighten up with that Mortal Kombat line because you're leaving a lot to be, you're leaving a lot to be desired, if you will. Thanks for watching Cowabunga Ranger Talk. Till next time. Bye.